Okay, so in the last video I left off right here talking about how I made this wall type. In this video I'm going to further show you guys just details about doing so. Notice now I've made this wall type, so if I click on it, it's MW exterior wall type 1. And then these gray walls are still that generic basic wall. So I can change those to my MW, wherever it is. It should be in here now. There it is. MW exterior wall type 1. So now I've made a wall type. Now it's in here. Okay, so if I make this, that same wall type, it is now that wood exterior. Okay, so again, you could do like select all, make them this wall type, and whatnot. So, however, if you're like not able to find something that you like material-wise, I'll show you something you can do to make basically the wall look however you want it to. So what I've done is you can literally Google exterior wood siding patterns. Say I really want the side of my building to be like a wood siding, but I don't like the horizontal or something. I want to do something more like this vertical wood siding. So if you come here, say you want it to look something like this, or you like one of these more, you can save this image. I'll save it to my desktop. Okay, as wood siding. All right, and then in Revit, you're gonna go back into the edit the type of this wall. We're gonna go back into edit structure, and we're wanting to edit this wood planks structure. So I'm gonna go back into that material. And then down here, I have wood planks selected. However, I am going to create new material, and I'm going to, here it is, default new material. I'm gonna rename it as, I'm gonna do MW Mrs. Wynn wood siding. Okay, and then from here, you've got basically a blank slate over here. Graphics, appearance, okay, identity, all this stuff. It's just blank. Right now it's just gray, okay? However, you can bring in, on this appearance tab, you can bring in an image. So if I click in here, it's going to ask me, okay, what picture do you want? I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to click on this wood siding image that I downloaded. And then boom, it's going to bring this image in, okay? So I can say, okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, now the material is changed to MW wood siding because I made this material. And then I'm going to say, okay. And then you can, if you're working in a condition that it should work, you can always click apply before exiting the main window, and you'll see it, you know, now it's that vertical siding. Maybe that's like exactly what we wanted. Maybe we were like, oh, I really wish it was a bit bigger. You can actually go in and back to the image. You can edit the image, and you can, so right now this picture right here is a 1x1 to the scale of what we've drawn. Say we want that image to be like a little bit bigger, so let's change this, for example, to 2 feet by 2 feet. Okay, and it'll automatically update because the image is a square. And then we say done, and then we click apply. Let's see how that changes. So see how it got bigger? We just increased the scale of that image. So now that's exactly what I want. Another thing is we can always create a new material. I'll just name this one as test so I can show you guys this other option for material styles. This right here is called the asset browser. If you open it, it has like it's more so a like graphics browser. So here, for example, I can type in wood. If we're really stuck on, you know, that material, they have all kinds of stuff in here. Okay, but this one so in here, you'll have to look and see like, hey, is that anything I like? Wood shakes, that might be cool. You can also over here, it's kind of like itemizes it. So like flooring, concrete, what kind of like thing are you looking more for, like flooring or like siding? I'm gonna try out this wood shakes and see what it looks like. So if you double click onto this, it'll load over in that appearance. You can see the image for it here. And if you're like, hey, yeah, that looks pretty cool, or you want to dig around a little bit more in here, anything you double click on here will just apply over here. And then once you're done, you can get rid of that. And then we can say, okay, let's see if we like this more. And right now we can click apply because I can see this wall out of the corner of my screen. I don't know. Oh wait, we have to switch it, sorry. And then say, okay, so now it's on that test material. And then click apply here. So now we have like a wood siding over here, which actually looks pretty good. So you can use that asset browser too. You don't have to use an image. Usually I look in the asset browser first, and then if I'm like, oh, okay, I'm really not getting what I want, then I kind of resort to an image. But if you know exactly what you want to do, just go ahead and do an image. So another thing too I wanted to show you, because I want y'all to kind of mess around with this, is that inside material. So for example, right now it's just like a white paint on the inside. You can actually, I think there are several paints in here. That is, let's see, steel paint. Okay, so let's just we'll make a new material. Let's say, I'm gonna rename this to be interior paint. So we're gonna make this like the color of what we want the inside of our walls to be. I'm gonna open up this asset browser, and I am going to. Some of these are just like blue and tan. So you could do those. 6-inch octagons light honey. What the heck does that look like? Let's see. Let's add it. Oh, that's cool. Kind of looks like a tile. Okay, so we're gonna act like here's a burgundy one. Ooh, cool. We're gonna say this is like an interior wallpaper because we are creating the inside wall layer, okay? And then we're gonna say okay. And then we're gonna say okay. And then I'll show you guys what the inside now looks like. I'm gonna hide the roof real quick. So I'm gonna click on the roof, right click, hide in view, just that element. I also need to hide the ceiling real quick. Hide the ceiling. And then we're gonna go look on the inside. Let's see what that wall looks like. Okay, doesn't really look like much. Let's turn this on maybe realistic mode. Okay, so you can see, yes, it's like a interior tile. That looks more so like a floor, but you kind of get the idea. You can make, and then again, if there's like a kind of a wallpaper you want to use, you can again download an image and make it like a wallpaper on the inside and then adjust the scale of it. So that is how you create wall types. You can see, you'll start to see issues like, what, now this isn't supposed to be all wood on the inside. So then you would have to, make this in 2 separate walls, create like a double interior wall versus like a one exterior, one side exterior, one side interior type thing, and stuff like that. So you can see where this starts to get a little bit complicated. It's like you'll have to make different wall types. And so it's going to be really important that you guys know how to do that. I'm going to unhide all my stuff. So remember, you can turn that light bulb on. Sometimes when I just want to unhide everything, I just select everything and then unhide, even though not all that stuff was hidden. But it's easier than like selecting just one thing at a time, and then you can rehide whatever you need. So anyways, that's how you make the wall types. For your assignment, I want you guys to make 2 different ones. And then what I would really like you to do for your screenshots is to create some of those camera views so you can actually do this from the outside too. So if we're in our floor plan, I'm going to click on the outside and I'm going to show this view here. Okay, and remember to zoom this stuff out and make it, you know, where you can have a good view of what you're looking at. And then you can this probably would look fine with textures. Oh, I need to change this wall style. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to show me the inside and the outside of each wall in your screenshots for this. Okay. And so just like that. All right. You can do screenshots, 2 for each wall type, and then you're making 2 wall types. So you should have 4 screenshots. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Definitely look things up if you're having issues with this, because there's lots of cool stuff you can do, and the internet is a great resource. So have fun, and I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with.